Bas, yesterday we spoke about markets, we spoke about earnings, we spoke about a little bit of everything, but I had to bail before the conversation that I wanted to have, which was the Fed and what was happening. And today we got some crazy news. Kevin Warsh, right? I'm saying his name right. Hopefully I am because we're
No,
gonna
it's right.
be paying attention to this guy for the next 4 years. So yeah, we have a new pope. Oh, sorry, we have a new Fed chair. So yeah, I mean it's been interesting, he was the fact that the chances were not in his favor just a couple of days ago, and all of a sudden we saw that drastic change. It was quite surprising. I think Polymarket had him at a, like less than 20% chance or 25% chance of becoming the next Fed chair, but turns out market was wrong. Trump announced him today. They've been delaying it as much as they could. That decision, I even read something that they were going to choose him next week, and they've been saying that for the last 4 weeks. So
Mhm.
I'm quite surprised that Trump finally decided on someone, and I'm very shocked at the fact that he chose somebody like Warsh in this case. What are your thoughts, Dimitri?
So it wasn't my topic. If you asked me like a couple of weeks ago, I'm sure it wasn't yours either. And the reason was not because he's not qualified, because he's very qualified, but because Trump's rhetoric, it was and has been like since he got into office, we need lower rates, we need uh, a Fed that is accommodating, and this pick doesn't suggest that behavior. He's the most hawkish of the three of them. I'm talking about the final three: Kevin Walsh, Kevin Hassett, and Rick Ryder. Kevin Hassett, uh, he wasn't really into the race the last couple of weeks because Trump said he likes him. He looks good on TV. And when he talks to CNBC, so he wanted him to his current role. So it was between two. But yes, you're right. It was a surprise choice. He's the hawk of between him and Rick Ryder, but he's the most qualified out of the three. His resume is impressive. I just posted on Toro that he's a former Fed board member. He was an advisor on the Bank of England. He's a partner at the Stanley Druckenmiller family office. You don't get into you don't get with these people if you're not qualified. Education standard, Harvard University, MIT, Stanford, everything is there. And the fact that on paper he's a bit hawkish, okay, I think the Senate is going to okay it a bit more easily because if Trump nominated Hassett, he had a very hard time getting him through the House, right? So you have to take that into consideration
Yep.
as well. They can't just nominate anybody because the Senate has to approve the candidate. So not the candidate, the nominee. So he's the safer choice to get him through. Number one, and long term, I think it's the best choice for the Fed. I mean, if you're an investor, maybe short term we get some volatility. The markets reacted today in real time. Gold was down 5%. The dollar was up. That's on the news.
Yeah.
I've
No,
been
it's
going
been.
I've been going nuts all morning. Like I've been like on the House of Investors chat. I've been going nuts like all morning trying to unpack this, and I want to talk with you to tell me like what's your thoughts on it.
The thing is like it's interesting because so one of the guys that was like getting a lot of traction was what was his name? The
Uh,
BlackRock guy,
Rick Ryder,
Rick Ryder, right?
yes.
And that was very interesting just because apparently he was like the opposite of Warsh, right? Like he was like
Mhm.
he would have been like interest rates are negative, sort of thing, right? Which I don't think we'll see that in America, at least not now. But something like that, and there's a thesis I heard, and it's the fact that it's like if you put a shell or somebody that's just gonna do what Trump wants, and the way that he's just attacked the Fed, that has no credibility within the people in the Fed,
Hmm.
you're going to run into problems, right? If Powell stays, right, and you have somebody that's just going to be like, let's say, it's just like a shill for Trump, right? Like he's just going to do what Trump wants. Then people are just going to look at Powell and be like, Powell, what do we do? Because there's a lot of respect for Powell in that office, right? So it's the politics behind it on how to sort of assert control, and this guy seems to have the control. Even Powell has praised Warsh,
Yes.
right? It's like there's a lot of respect here, right? So potentially that gets Powell maybe not staying for the next 4 years, right? Maybe that gives credibility to the office and all of these different things. So I think long term, I agree with you. This is very good. Short term, obviously there's volatility because the whole market is just waiting for a 0.25% cut
Hmm.
to make markets to the moon. But the reality is like the effects of 2.25 or 0.5, yeah, they're big, but they take a while to show up, right? So it's like what we end up seeing is the Fed board stays pretty much the same. He's going to get one more vote.
And the action from the DOJ, the probe they open against the Fed, is they try to oust Jay Powell, so it won't be a shadow Fed, the one that you just mentioned. That the Jay Powell staying and keeping his influence within the board, then the new guy comes and there's a shadow Fed chair, which is the old guy versus
Yeah.
the new guy. I don't think Trump is trying to oust him because of that. I think he wants him out to get another guy there. So in his way, try to put his people. That's what presidents do. They want to get their people.
More control.
More control, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
this is just reasonable. This is nothing unreasonable. If you're president, you want to put your people in charge. But yes, he comes with an impressive resume. You can't look at him on paper and say, this guy is a crony. You cannot say that about him. For Kevin Hassett, you could say that. For Rick Ryder, you could say he's for Wall Street. He's not for Main Street,
Yeah.
right? So do we have to give Trump a little bit of credit for this pick? For not going for the obvious dove?
I'm surprised. But yeah, I
I'm
mean,
surprised too.
it makes me question the reasons he's attacking Powell. It makes me question their true nature. Because the thing is, the politicians' ways, I'm going to tell you this and I'm going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it puts more into question whether we believe Trump's narrative on many different issues. I mean, like we could believe Trump in Venezuela, but can we believe Trump with Canada, Greenland, Europe, China? You can't, right? Like that's been sort of like the rhetoric, right? You get Taco with the big powers and you get Fafo with the small powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So question here, for example, Iran. Iran is a power. Yeah, maybe not Europe, maybe not China, but they could mess around. They could create a little bit of instability in the region.
It's a regional power in the Middle East, and they control the strait that oil flows through. And if that strait closed, then I mean, before we went live, you said oil is $65.
I was baffled.
It can get to 85 like in a couple of days.
Quick.
Right?
Then I'm gonna be biting my ass for not buying Exxon, Chevron, and all the oil companies.
You know what? I talked so many times about buying Exxon, like in the last 3 months, and I haven't pulled the trigger. And I'm like,
you keep telling me that it's expensive, and I'm like, but when? I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the signal. I'm waiting for the signal.
I've been like, I told you I like it, but I told you it's expensive, and have some rules and some don't do ever like things. Don't buy them expensive, especially those that are very dependent on commodities. But I mean, if I bought 2 months ago, it would be like a great trade for the performance.
They've been up. They've actually outperformed really well this year to date.
Yes, yes.
Look, because that's the thing. So Iran right now is an interesting play. I mean, could we see them strike? I mean, maybe.
Do you want to know what's my take on Iran?
Give it to me, because I'm super lost in that field. Like I'm like,
Okay.
So I'm gonna be fully honest and transparent here.
The excuse.
I didn't think Putin was gonna invade Ukraine.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
this was when I was very new to geopolitics, and it
I
was
didn't
like,
think so
no, there's
either.
no way.
I didn't think so either. I thought it would be like a maybe like, you know, a hard incident for a day or
Yeah.
two, but not this, not what we got, the full scale war
Yeah.
between, I mean, they both used to be in the Soviet Union, like brother countries, like some people say.
Yeah.
Um,
But the thing is that brings me to what Marco Rubio says, which I'm not gonna lie, like there's a lot of that I'm learning from the guy.
mhm,
He says in geopolitics, it's not what you say. What you say doesn't matter. It's what you do.
hmm.
And I'm gonna pay attention to what you do. You're telling me you want peace, but you're arming the other side, like your side, and you're sending more weapons.
Hmm.
You're not wanting peace. You know what I mean? Like it's not how it works, right? So it's like in this case, the Iran strike looks imminent. I mean, he's moving the armada. He's starting to mobilize American troops. He says he doesn't want any trouble, but he's willing to blow them. He's already striked once.
Yeah, but that he didn't. That was already like a war between Israel and Iran. He just intervened
Yeah.
in some way and presented the whole thing that I did it and I ended the conflict. You know, that's the way Trump portraying things. But the Iran thing is not really about their nuclear program. That's the excuse. Don't get me wrong. But the
100%.
real reason, in my opinion, is they have to get a regime change on that country. Get someone pro-Western in there, like they used to be prior to 1979. Get someone to sell that oil with US dollars. Okay,
Yeah.
nobody's going to be trading oil without the US dollar. The Venezuela tried it; it didn't work out for them too well. I think Iran, in some way, will be next. They want to do a regime change there and get someone pro-Western. And interestingly, 90% of Iran's oil go to China. 90%. So if Iran gets into a war, we just speculating now, and they bomb some of the oil facilities, who is not getting the oil?
China.
China, because the US have their own oil, they have their own LNG facilities to ship natural gas. If you are in Europe or you are in South America and you want some LNG, they can send you from the US. So everything is a plan. I think Trump is fighting those small proxy wars with Venezuela. Okay, Russia has its hands full with Ukraine, so you don't have to deal with them. But one by one, he's getting them. He's probably thinking, okay, China, you have the rare earth minerals and you're not sending them to me. Okay, I have a navy,
Like,
and I'm
yeah.
gonna right, and I'm gonna block the oil to you.
Like I think that was the thing that like Trump has hit the nail on the head on the fact that it was like they were depending too much on China, right? Like manufacturing was going to China, important industries were going to China. I think China owns around like 90% plus of the refining of rare earths.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's a big deal, right? Like it shows the weakness, right? So what do? You got to figure out a way to kind of like take some of that power back. And then obviously Trump has taken the less diplomatic way and more, you know what, motherfuckers? I got guns. You know what I mean? But he's done the American way. It's like, so it sort of shows that it's like he's looking at the problems and he's trying to solve them. Now, is it the best way to go about it? Is this the best? Only time will tell, right? But it's interesting. This is very interesting because it's like it's oil supply is understanding like getting control in the important regions, taking away those contracts that are benefiting China, and just completely saying, hey, you know what about your loans? I don't care. The Americans are going to make business here.
That's what happened with Venezuela.
Yeah.
Remember, China gave some loans to Venezuela. Venezuelans cannot pay them. China extended them only for the purpose to get assets in return. And Trump jumped in, and whatever money you had with Venezuela,
Yeah, it's
those
done. The default.
yeah,
Expropriate.
exactly. And
Yeah.
whoever talks with China gets tariffs. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to realize that China is the play here, and he's not going to allow Canada to do business with them. He's going to tariff them to the moon if he has to. The UK now, he was talking about UK. The prime minister was supposed to go like to a 3-day trip to China, and Trump didn't like it. So it's going to be very, very bad. Whatever he
See,
says.
China's been playing it so well. Like, I'm sorry, but China is looking so good right now. Like, China just like, yo, like we're willing to work with you. Like, we'll give you the stuff that we already have. Like, whatever we sold to America, we'll just sell it to you. Like, they're looking like the friendly guy, you know? Obviously, they have a ton of interest, but yeah. I was looking at some of the statistics. They're saying, so Polymarket is saying February 28th, we get a strike on Iran.
What day is it?
Right now, the 30th.
No. What day is it? February the 28th? Is it like a Saturday, a Sunday?
If it's a Saturday or Sunday, it's GG's.
Yeah, it's not going to be on a weekday.
It's not going to be on the markets. Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Of course.
It's a Saturday. Crap.
You know what? Okay, let's bet $10 on it, just for the.
I can't. They don't let me. They don't let me do this in the UK. But I have a way. I'm willing to do it. Market bus up profits into.
So 45% the prior of Valentine's Day, February the 13th.
Yeah, but that's a Friday.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be an interesting day.
In February and March 31st, and what's the other one underneath? June 30th. Why June 30th? That's so far.
I know. Because like the odds there are that anytime before June 30th, right? So it's like this is not on the day. This is like before. The US strikes by this day. So if there's any strikes, all of this wins. So it's like that's where but the odds are higher.
Okay.
The other big one that we have to talk about, tomorrow is an important day. Man, the last 2 weekends have been awful. Am I wrong?
Last weekend, what happened last weekend? Because the weekend prior to that, yeah, it was awful. But what happened last weekend?
Last weekend we got. What did he talk about? Wasn't it the Greenland stuff? Well, that was 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. And then the last week was he did say something I can't remember, but yeah, this is the big one this weekend.
Yes.
And they were almost done. They were almost out. Like we were almost out of the woods, and all of a sudden the odds are sitting at 73%. I don't want to shut down, man. I just want my data, and I want clean data right now. I want clean data.
It will be very convenient if we get on the shutdown, and then the data gets confused again, and you can't take those data seriously because they are like,
Yeah,
that's a brilliant strategy, actually. If you want
it's a problem.
Yeah,
it's a problem for investors. It just doesn't give us clarity, right? Like it was easy. Like that was the thing. Like I think the stock market and the news has been calling a recession for the last 3 years.
Yes,
and the data didn't show that. Now, that's great when you can look at the data and you can make predictions based on the data. Now, what if they don't give us the data and now we have to go blind into making the decisions? The volatility is just going to increase. It's going to be more crazy. It's going to be more people making decisions quicker, faster, stronger here, right? So
I don't mind going blind.
I hate it. I hate
decisions, it. But I wouldn't want
not Fed decisions, but like investing.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean,
okay, go. Sorry.
How do the data affect your decision making most days? I mean, sometimes you want the data, you want to know where the wind is blowing, but in tech, do you really need the data?
but the thing is you want to know the shocks. You want to know where the consumer is. You want to understand how companies are seeing this. Like it's not just because the earnings give you an idea, but
Yes.
the earnings is people selling, right? Like you have a CEO. I say a CEO is nothing more than a really good salesman, in a
Mhm.
sense, right? Trying to convince everybody to do everything. But then you have like, it's like this data. It's like, yeah, maybe they cook it like, which at this point I'm like, it's baffling at the fact that I'm talking about American, like, yeah, 'cause it's the American standard has been so trusted, right?
Mhm.
But they lack it. Like this is like high school stuff, university like stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm gonna hand in my project late. It's like, no, you don't get that right. You know what I mean? Like you don't earn that. So it's like for me is that it just creates this shadow of uncertainty, and then you start questioning, and then in investing it's all about trust. I trust, I believe, like my conviction is based on this and this. And if you're starting not to show that, right, like moves like yesterday, like the fact that Microsoft went down that much, explain to me in what day, freaking, like, let me look at a screen real quick here. Like it's
You know
like
what? The 12% Microsoft, the drop in a single day, it was much more dramatic than the 20% of UNH.
100%. But we're talking about billions more, Dimitris.
No, no,
Microsoft is worth
not just
3.5
the,
trillion dollars.
not just the market cap drop. I'm talking about the kind of company that Microsoft has
Of
been
course.
for like forever.
The thing is outrageous. The thing is like, I mean, some of the data is concerning because it's like a lot of the revenue and a lot of like right now, because we don't have any, like, and this is one case where clarity helps. Is like all of these different companies have put all of their eggs in the OpenAI basket,
Hmm.
right? They're expecting earnings and revenues to come from things that are not yet profitable. And it's like, yo, ChatGPT is great, but also Alexa sucks. You know what I mean? So it's like it's still not creating the change and the impact. What I mean by that is that it's like we're just not seeing it. You know what I mean?
Do
It's
I
like, okay,
sense? Do I sense in your tone of voice a change of heart about tech, Nestor?
n- no. The thing is just like no, but also like the thing is just like I know the changes will come. The problem is who comes with that change, right? And it's like this is gonna be a cycle. This is gonna play out. Do I think that Microsoft is gonna lose that race? Fuck no, right? Microsoft is like the most boring company there is. It's like they're a legacy business. I was trying to say this yesterday in the podcast, right? Like in the show. It was that Microsoft is a legacy business. If Microsoft makes a mistake, so many companies, it's like when AWS went down, right? You can't just make changes willy-nilly. You gotta like bypass security, pam, pam, like levels and levels, and just to make like whether you want the color of the button that says trade to be blue or light blue.
Hmm.
Like just to make that change, because it's like that light blue might cause a bug down the line where the whole server collapses.
Hmm.
So this is like a big thing, you know. So it's like I don't like, and the thing is like what I was talking to a friend today, and I do agree with this thesis where it's like Apple is not in it. You know what I mean? Apple is not in the AI game, but it's like right now it does seem like a little bit of a blessing not to be in that game.
They're not in it because you're incompetent, not
A hundred
because,
percent.
not
But
because. Yeah.
sometimes it helps. Sometimes it helps. Like, it's like, oh, I didn't study until the last part, and then the professor changes the test. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh fuck, I just studied this. So it's like it happened to me in economics class, funny enough, where everybody had to hand in their projects. It was like a 2-year program, and everybody had to hand in their projects like 3 months into the program. And I didn't hand it in. I was like, fuck that. And that like 3 months before that ends, my professor is like, yo, Nestor, you haven't handed this in. It's like, I'll give it to you this weekend. And I just crammed it, and I ended up getting a really good grade because it's like I had all of the knowledge from the 3 years, like from the 2 years course. So yeah. Sometimes it helps. In this case, Apple seems to be benefiting from it. But the thing is just like, again, Microsoft is not a company that's gonna like create the next nano banana. That's Google. You want innovation, go to Google. Go to companies that like act like startups. Microsoft does not act like a startup. Like, do you know the mix? What was the so Twitch is a streaming platform, and
Yes.
I think it was Mixer. So Mixer was another streaming platform, and Mixer streaming platform. Yeah, it was Mixer. It got bought by Microsoft, but Microsoft looks for profit. They were like, "Oh, we're just gonna make so much money. This is gonna be a great idea." Company collapsed, and you know what Microsoft did? It killed it. Didn't matter who was in deals, who had whatever. They didn't care. You know, Microsoft is a very ruthless company. Like if you're making business deals with Microsoft, everybody would think it's a blessing. Oh my God, like I got a contract with Microsoft. You just got a contract with one of the most ruthless companies in the whole world. They're coming for your lunch, your dinner, and they'll maybe give you the veggies. Maybe.
Yeah, but they still got caught into the thing yesterday
Yeah.
because perhaps OpenAI is too big for them now. They can't swallow them whole. And I'm sure they regret their partnership with OpenAI.
I don't think they do though. I heard the CEO, and the CEO is like, I want them to fail. Like, in all honesty, I think he wants them to fail. You want to know why? Because they get licensing to that deal and they don't have to pay anything.
Yes.
So they'll be able to just take, like, they literally, worst case scenario, OpenAI fails, they're able to absorb all of the technology, licensing agreements, all of these different things. They'll love that.
And,
Like
and with their resources, they can make it like, yeah.
Azure. It's like, yeah, like we can take a hit on Azure, but he said it. He was like, you think we're making this investment in the cloud because of OpenAI? Like OpenAI is cool and all, but we need the compute. Azure needs the compute. So yeah, it's interesting. The CEO is an interesting fellow.
Did you buy more Microsoft yesterday?
Of course. And I'm probably going to be buying more today. At least for now. We'll see if the story changes. I don't think the story has changed. The story is build the infrastructure and the developers will come. 100%.
And Meta went the other way?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was baffling yesterday. It was
such a weird day. And I was skiing. I'm glad I didn't get to see it because I bet you I would have panicked. Like I would have friggin' like I logged into my account just before the live stream and it was like I was in the red, but it was fine. And then I logged in again at the end of the day and I had texts from friends being like, oh my God, we made it out alive. Oh my God, everything's okay. Like I'm like, and I saw the number, it was the same as the after the pre-market. I was like, what happened? People saw their demons, all the things yesterday. So I'm glad I didn't see it, but I'm paying attention today, that's for sure. Even though I'm beat up.
No, you have to pay attention because you have to see what if he continues today, then where's your snow?
I just went to the mountain to take pictures. That's all.
Yeah.
I just joking.
But yeah, we'll have to see what happens today. I mean, the market opens in 30 minutes. I want to see the reaction of the market today, reacting to the announcement of the new Fed chair, the new nominee.
Oh, by the way, so what do you think? Do we get the government shutdown or not?
I think we are. Yeah.
You think we're gonna get it?
Yeah.
That sucks. That's not nice. I don't like it. I hope it's quick.
I don't like it either, but I mean, it's not something that Trump is afraid of.
That's. I don't think Trump's afraid of nothing. You know what he's afraid of? The fact he didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. That eats him at night. You know what he's afraid of? Freaking the China thing. Like I would imagine if he's so upset about the Nobel Prize. Like imagine the fact when he read that, like when the little note came and he said China just blocked rare earths to the US. Excuse me. Everybody get out of the office. Like that's the kind of visual imaging that I'm seeing.
Yeah, but the thing with the rare earths and oil is that the US has rare earths in the United States. They're just now willing to make the investment because of environmental reasons to get them out of the ground. China doesn't have oil. Whatever they have, they're using it. So they have to import like like most of the supply has to come from outside, and it comes from Iran and used to come from Venezuela and Russia. So Trump has a card to play here if he wants to play this card with Iran, but I don't think it has anything to do with the nuclear program. That's the excuse. If you can get them to abandon the nuclear program, fine. That's an extra.
Yeah, but he doesn't care.
He doesn't
He's
care.
like, what are they gonna do? Put him in the little drones and then try to fly it, and then the Americans.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, maybe you kill. Like, it's at the end of the day. Like, I wonder what is an acceptable cost for Trump at this stage, right? It's like,
He doesn't want
I
to
wonder.
put boots on the ground.
No, 100% he doesn't.
He doesn't want to do that. And he has been clear about that. And his prior actions show that he's willing to take strikes, to do strikes. Nothing doesn't include putting boots on the ground. But I don't know how much you can do, how much of that you can do and get a regime change in Iran. That's the question. He's hoping maybe their own people they're going to do it from within. He's been calling for that, but I mean I don't know, But the weekend is approaching, and everything happens on the weekend usually because you don't want to be seeing a conflict on CNBC live, right? And the markets are open. But yes, and the text I sent you guys like in the morning when I got the news about Kevin Walsh, and this is what I was trying. This is what I was saying, that these moves are like interconnected, like the Venezuela thing. It's related to Iran, and if Trump wants to reinforce the petrodollar, the dollar has to be good enough.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
what?
That's another thing. Oh, that's another thing we got to talk about just before we end this.
Yeah.
Is the fact that did you see? I don't know if you dig a little bit deeper into Microsoft earnings.
Not too much.
Yeah, but the Microsoft earnings. The interesting thing was that 25% of the beat was like a dollar. Like out of the whole earnings, 25% was just based on the American dollar's devaluation.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane. Insane.
Yes, but investors don't like that.
No, not at all. Because it's when it turns, right? Like, and now we're potentially seeing a turn.
So do you remember that bill you gave me when we met in Cyprus?
Mm-hmm.
The 50,000 Venezuela. So if I give you that and tell you, you know what, you beat earnings by 10,000%, you're gonna tell me I don't give a shit. I want a currency that can buy me things and not be devalued. And the talk around the investor circles, and we hear it on eToro, and when we watch financial media, is that the dollar has collapsed 14% in the last
It's
year.
crazy. If you evaluate the gains that we've seen in the S&P 500 in relation to any other currency, it does not look as impressive as the dollar gain.
Yes, and beyond the returns that we are missing because we compare with the S&P and how much the S&P performed, how much we perform, and how much was the dollar loss or inflation and all that. Big picture, the Japanese investor that wants to buy treasuries, he's not going to buy treasuries if the dollar goes down like, we can see in front of us on the chart. But Trump, with the Kevin Walsh pick, brings someone, because a hawk in the Fed is good for the dollar, right?
Yeah.
It's a dove that is good for the markets, but not so good for the dollar. So a hawk into the Fed will bring the dollar back up, reestablish the dollar as a safe haven. Then the countries can look around and see, okay, you know what? Why would I hold the Chinese yuan? Or why would I hold whatever, right? The euro. If the dollar is king, if the dollar is strong, and I can buy equities in America. They have the innovation, they have the liquid markets in bonds and equities. They have an abundance of natural resources. So everything ties together with this peak today of Kevin Walsh. I know I'm maybe speculating too much, but that's my thing. Try to think the angle of what is happening in politics and geopolitics. But I think yes, this Kevin Walsh pick, it's much more than what it seems.
I think look at this. Like, I think the market and the bond vigilantes and all that stuff, because that's another thing I want to take a look at is the treasuries.
The band vigilantes,
The
yes.
bond vigilantes were like, you know what? Get fucked, Trump. You want to see fucking fear in your eyes?
Oh my
I'll
God.
fucking bankrupt you.
You
And
know,
then
those people, there's a quote. I don't know who said it, but he said some people want to be. If I wanted to reincarnate, if I was going to be reincarnated, I wouldn't want to be like a pope or a football player. I would like to be the bond market because the bond market intimidates everyone, right? So the bond market can mess you up.
yeah. So this is the 30, and then I have to learn how to read this chart because I think that's the value of the 30. So the lower it is, the higher the yield, I think. So we've seen sort of a little decline in the last couple of days, but
So if
the yields are increasing.
if yields are declining, it means investors are buying them and they're dropping them. If yields increasing, it
Yeah.
means investors are selling them and they're increasing so they can get a better price for you to buy them. It's like
Yeah.
it's the opposite of how the equities work.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I mean, the 10-year dropped. I mean, this should cool markets. And the question would be like, I'm sure he had to say some of the things Trump wanted to hear, you know?
Okay, so could you remind me because I had some points about him.
Isn't he pro crypto?
What?
Is he pro crypto, Warsh?
I don't think so, but he's a sharp critic of Powell and the Fed.
Okay.
If you go into the office and say, you know what, Powell's an idiot, or anything along those lines, that's what Trump wanted to hear. And he wants the balance sheet to be reduced significantly. If you want strong dollar, reduce the balance sheet. Reducing the balance sheet suggests QE is not happening.
Yeah.
That's what reducing the balance sheet means. Praised pro-growth policies championed by Trump. So he praised the president. Oh, Mr. President, you did a good job with the pro-growth policies. And listen to this. He says that Fed should abandon the dogma that growth creates inflation. The dogma that growth creates inflation.
Yeah, I don't think growth creates inflation. It actually, I would
Some
go
in the
against
Fed,
that.
some in the Fed believe that growth creates inflation.
Because productivity, more goods, same dollars,
Yeah,
should reduce.
yes. He wants the growth without the inflation. He believes that the U.S. economy is capable of getting growth without inflation. I mean, it happened in the past. This is not something that we're gonna attempt for the first time. This has been happening like for so long. But and you're right. He went into the office and said whatever Trump wants to hear because you know what? It's an exceptionally prestigious job to have.
Oh, 100%. Oh,
You
yeah.
know what? Do you think famous people are famous? No. Get on TV, then you have people from around the world watching you live, and you
Yeah.
can control markets. You go and play golf, and markets are moving.
And you know what the thing is you can say whatever you want to get in the office, but after you're in the office,
Nobody's control. Nobody
they
can tell
can't. They no, look at Powell. They're still trying to get him out.
Yeah,
Nobody
I
gives
said
a-
I said yesterday on the live stream. I think it was after you left that you know what? I think this guy. I think whoever the guy is, that was before the news that we knew who is getting the nominee. I said whoever gets the job, I bet you within 12 months, Trump is going to get upset with him and start calling him man.
100%. I was, the first thing when I read the message this morning was, what's going to be the nickname? Warsh. What rhymes with Warsh? What rhymes with Warsh? Let's ask ChatGPT. Kevin Warsh will be elected. What will
loser.
Almost, and then he'll be like, "Who chose this motherfucker?" It's like, bro, you chose him a week ago.
Yeah. He's a loser. My biggest mistake ever.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Jerome Too Late Powell. What will be Warsh's nickname? Let's see if he gets it right. That'd be so good.
Oh my god.
Start up, Oliver. Do nothing, Warsh.
Make a note of that. You should make a note of that. That won't take long. You know what?
I'm gonna put it in Twitter, and I'm gonna cement my choice. All the history books of Elon Musk.
Yeah, because Elon Musk was an ally, and then they got sour. Who else? Do you remember Anthony Scaramucci?
No.
He was at a press conference for the White House for 3 days, and then he called him an idiot. He's a fun guy. He's a fun man. He's a fun manager in New York. Yeah, a New York guy. And who else? I gave a list yesterday. I gave a list of them yesterday, like the people that Trump were friends with, like lawyers, and then he turns around them because they didn't do what he wanted. And I don't think he's going to call this guy and say, you know what, cut rates. But like I said, he can't just nominate me. And like the Senate
has to approve.
Have to approve. It's not like a Secretary of State. Even those they have to be approved, but the Fed chair is like a bit different. And you need bipartisan support. And this guy's resume, I mean, just Google him and read Wikipedia. It looks fake. It looks fake. His resume looks fake. He's like everywhere. He's like 50 years old, and he lived like 200 years of experience in finance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that's it, man. Every single time the conversation is so good. I'm like, it takes away my back pain. I'm so beat up from the mountain. It's crazy. My snowboard is getting serviced at the moment. L asked this.
How about one trade? With everything we just heard?
One by Microsoft. It's a gift.
In equities, in treasuries, would you buy?
By the 30 here until he gets confirmed. There are two. Oh, you know what? Like there are two. Okay, I'm gonna leave this in the air because there's two things. What if he's choosing them to get the yields lower? He borrows a ton of money, and then he changes his mind last second because that's very Trump-like.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna drop that much by that time. They take time, but in the big picture, and I said that on the memo I sent this morning, that the treasury yields have stayed higher and they're very stubborn. They're not coming down because they see in the future and they see someone in the Fed until this morning that is going to be doing QE and creating inflation. This guy on paper looks like a hawk. A hawk puts trust in the US dollar, then the foreign investment will follow, and that will drop treasury yields, which in turn can make borrowing easier. That's a lot of ifs. A lot of things has
Yeah.
to happen. Would you disagree with that?
No.
With that case?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
No. 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 I would say, man, I don't know. This indicator is an interesting one. It comes in Finbis. The one of them I'm watching, I'll show it to you. And it's like people, like it's big accounts buying money. So it's like it's big transactions, right? Usually, big transactions is by different players in the game, so they compile all of that here. This one here, contracts face value of 100,000, I think,
Hmm.
and it's like it tells you depending on what it is. It's like it could be small traders, it could be large traders, it could be commercial hedgers.
Okay.
And I for the natural gas trade, this helped me make a decision because it was like the commercial hedgers were pumping. Like when the price was low, they were like, you know what, we're buying. And they bought heavy. And usually, whenever they buy, and whenever you see an increase in their purchasing, is the time to buy. I'm trying to see if there's anything here, but usually it's like, yeah, whenever you see them flip, they're interesting points of. I would have to dig deeper into this, but but yeah, I say like maybe buying a couple of treasuries here and just like making the yield would be an interesting trade here.
What's the 10-year at this moment?
The 10-year is sitting at 111. So let me have a look at sure yields. CNBC. Let's go. So yeah,
Oh,
the yield right now is sitting at 4.9. And if we go to year to
4.2.
date, the yields were increasing. And then right now they're flat. This is what's like sitting between four and five, right? So yields were increasing after December.
Take me back 5 years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This was before the QE stuff.
That was before the pandemic.
Yeah,
No, the
pandemic
pandemic
year.
is 2019. Okay, so
Yeah, pandemic was 2020. So bam.
yeah,
We saw massive drops because it's just all the, which is interesting that in 2020 we saw this drastic drop.
you know what?
Huh.
This is the trade.
Yeah.
Treasuries. I don't
And
like
then
the 30 year. I don't like the 30 year. I like the 10 year more when I'm dealing
no,
with.
this is the 10-year. This is the 10-year.
Yeah, I said like you said maybe you can trade the 30 year.
30-year, you can make a lot of money. It moves
Yeah, I
less, but you
know,
can make a lot of money.
but I'm usually doing the 10 year, and I think there's a trade to be made here because I don't see them going much higher than that. So the downside risk is minimum, but
Like
the
if we don't get
upside,
inflation and they become and we get the productivity we're looking for, we're getting all like we get the inflation down, which is the thing that will drive yields up. It's any fear on future inflation. And I think it might be too high. I mean, like in the fives, it was showing signs of easing, right? So we could. I mean, like the thing is just like if you can get the yields down, that would be beneficial for Trump for the last 2 years.
yes, yes.
Because that's the thing. I think Biden borrowed at the at the short end of the curve.
he
No,
and he borrowed a lot of it in one shot.
what's
But
it?
at the time, to just to be fair, at the time he didn't have much choice. Um, he just wanted some liquidity in the system. But yeah, I think the treasuries is the trade here.
It could be interesting. You know, you want to trade?
It's a boring trade. Don't get me wrong,
No,
but
no. Do you want to make it more interesting?
yeah, let's do it. You're gonna parlay it with natural
No.
gas.
There you go. TLT. But then you have,
Yeah, TLT on leverage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Leverage.
What is called?
Long.
What's the ETF called?
I'm trying to figure it out. Triple leverage, long term bonds. I had it. I have to remember what it was. Give me 2 seconds. Let me check my portfolio. I have a trade on it. TMF. There we go. So this is your trade right here. If you think that the long end is gonna go, this is a 3x 20 plus year treasury bull shares.
This is the trade.
Yeah.
This is the trade.
Yeah.
TMF.
If this drops,
Let me write this down. Let me write this down.
we'll pop.
Has to drop or it has to go up.
Mm-hmm. So the price of the bond have to go up and the yield has to come down.
Yes.
If yields
Yes.
come down, you'll see an exponential growth here. And if you want a little bit more trade in this,
What's your take? Because you are the one, you are the expert on doing leverage trades. Do you, with everything we discuss,
it's interesting. It's interesting at the fact that we could get a reversal on this based on the stance. And then I did have a couple of trades on this because I was expecting the yields to be dropping, but they took longer because the longer end of the curve will take forever. It has to be done with trust. That means that we would have to see volume come back into the treasuries. I mean, Besson said it. Besson said they want to keep the dollar strong, and this peg tells me they want to keep the dollar strong. They don't want to devaluate it too much. So
yeah, everyone wants, the government always wants a strong dollar. Because without a strong dollar, your treasuries are worth nothing.
yeah,
Especially when you're losing like 15% in a year, it's a lot of money.
What was the final rate of tariffs after all of the Trump said?
You know what?
You have the number?
No, I don't have the number, and
it wasn't that high though. But the depreciation of the dollar, didn't that balance that shit out?
it did, but that's not the way to fix the. I mean,
It's not the way to fix it. But the question here is,
I think the rate you're referring was like 15% on average, like after 10 to 50%.
And then there was a 12% drop in the dollar. So your money was worth more.
Yes.
Interesting. I have to look into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is an interesting trade.
I will write this down. The TMF.
I am.
Is it available on eToro?
I wonder. I'm not sure. Let me check. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Of course.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It moves, eh?
Yeah.
It likes to move.
It likes to move.
Yeah, but it is in here. You can trade a CFD of this.
Yes, TMF. TMF is a trade. Bless you.
It's my girl.
I know.
She says, "Bless you."
Thank you.
She says, "Thank you." All right, we should write that down in the group. That's an interesting trade because it's like, we could see a reversal on this.
You know what? We'll have to ask the TA specialist in the.
Get Timothy in here. Timothy. Oh man, yo, did you discuss the easing, the monetary easing with the guys yesterday? Like the photo I sent you.
The photo you sent me.
Before you say sent you the second page.
No, we didn't get into that. No, we didn't get into that because I joined the stream late yesterday. I was like in traffic and I didn't join until like 20 minutes. I didn't know where the guys covered that far, and I only talked about the FOMC, but we didn't dig into the page that you sent me. Do you have a take on it, right?
I still don't. I went snowboarding yesterday.
No.
I went snowboarding yesterday. I have to. Do you know what the thing that upset me about the call was the fact that they didn't talk about it. They didn't even mention it, and it's like, why not?
He's not gonna mention it himself. Someone has to ask him.
Of course, that's why.
Yeah,
but nobody asked. They were asking like political shit. It was like the most.
Yeah, yesterday
it felt dumb. It felt dumb. The call. It was like it felt like a waste of time. I'm like, stop asking him the political shit. Like, you're not talking to Powell right now.
You're wasting time of the. Like, we have 1 hour with him up here. Just don't ask him any question. He's not gonna answer.
Yeah, it's like stop at like this is about monetary policy and fucking regulation, not about how you're feeling today and what's your favorite chocolate ice cream, motherfucker. It's like, what are we talking about here? It's like, God, like it's like people like that's the one thing I respect about Powell is the fact that he's not Powell, he's the Fed chair.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And he acts like the Fed chair, and he'll tell you about the Fed chair, and that's good.
And we got used to that. And we
Yeah,
got used to that, and we are okay with that.
yeah,
So now changes are coming. And we don't know if the new guy, whoever the guy was, we know who the guy is, who is the nominee, which possibly get approved by the Senate. We need to see him a couple of times.
to get a feel for him,
Yeah, maybe in a crisis.
because that's Powell has a couple of them in the belt.
More than Cabo. He has
Yeah,
more than Cabo. He has experience, like
yeah.
in his battle tested.
Man, you know what I would love, and if anybody from Norway is listening,
Yeah.
please give Powell the Nobel, the economics Nobel, just to fuck with Trump. Like, you imagine if he fucking gets it? just give it to him.
Yeah.
Just maybe he writes a book or something, and he's like, "This is how you deal with a pandemic," and then just give him the book. Like, I'll love that. That'll make my day. That'll make my fucking day. Again,
It has like a colony around the world, like Denmark has Greenland. Do they have like a territory somewhere? Because it's going to send his aircraft carriers. Um,
damn.
he takes things personally.
Oh, there. Okay.
It's funny.
Yeah. Do you know what's interesting?
Well,
Apparently, so I have a news feed here. It says Wall Street futures got losses as Trump nominates Walsh for Fed chair.
yes.
So I think the market is going to reward this more than it's going to punish it, maybe.
Yeah, in the short term. So what happens in the short term doesn't really matter. But this is just the initial reaction. I think it's I think it's good long term.
Yeah.
For the US dollar, for equities, for the economy. It's not good for the economy and for the Fed to run on crack, on QE and fake
Yeah.
money.
No, and that's why I like Powell. That's why I didn't want any cuts last year. I would have been like, just don't cut. Just
No, you know what? The cuts don't really matter that much because it's not like a 0%. If it was like 0%, then we have an issue. But we are above the neutral, so you don't want to be below the neutral. You don't want to be so much above the neutral. You want to be near it.
hello.
Oh, the guy we're looking for the charts.
We were looking for you.
Looking for me?
Yeah. We were
Show him
talking
the
about
chart.
you.
Show him the
Yeah.
chart, Mister.
So we have a trade, Timothy. We have a trade.
A trade. Okay.
Yeah. Let me show you the chart here.
I said to Nestor, we need the TA specialist for this trade, and Nestor said, "Let's ask Timothy."
Yeah.
So you join.
I'm not sure if I'm able to see the chart.
No, I'm about to share screen. I'm about to share screen with you. So this is the TMF on the daily, right? Now you ask what the TMF is, right? We're looking for a trade. Now, if we were to buy 10-year treasuries or 20-year treasuries or 30-year treasuries, that's boring. 1% here, 2% there. Who cares? But there is a ETF that I was paying attention to. It's a 3X 20 plus year treasury bill, which moves 3 times the price of the bonds. I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send it to you because right now the chart is sitting at resistance. And
yeah, the issue is I'm not able to see it because my own visual is in front of the chart.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, you're gonna see it and you're gonna let us know after when you.
I wonder if I could do this. Wait, did I kick him out? I kicked him out. My bad. Crap. Hello.
No,
sorry. I thought I was gonna fix it. It didn't.
I was still in the background, but I wasn't able to talk, I guess.
Yeah. No, that's okay. But yeah, I'll send you the chart. I'll send you the ticker because it's looking appealing.
Okay, now I can check. It's a bit zoomed out.
Okay, let me. So this is the daily.
I mean,
Let me put it here.
if you want to trade it, at least wait for it to reclaim the uptrend, because now there's lower highs and lower lows, and the last low is a higher low. So if it makes a higher high
High. You get
at
in the
the
downturn.
next move, that's positive.
Hmm.
All right. So so don't buy now. Is what you're saying. But buy now.
It's like it can be a good risk reward trade, but at least put a stop loss and don't just hold,
I
because
want to
it's
buy
leverage,
options, man. I'm gonna buy. Ooh, I'm gonna buy options. Let me have a look. Let me buy one just to pay attention to it. Like this will be fun, just for fun and giggles. Okay, so let's say when does this guy join the board? So May.
I
I'm
think
going into the TMA.
in May the process starts. It's going to take a while before it gets to the Senate. You know, they have to get him on TV and do like all the questioning, so it takes a couple of weeks. So let's say June.
All right, I bought. I'm not okay. I put my order. I don't know if they'll buy. Let me buy it here. Okay, I'll pay $10 more for it. Come on.
So let's give some context to Timothy, because we just show him the chart and say like trade it. So the context is, Timothy, that the new Fed guy, he's a big hawkish, and he's probably going to get the dollar a bit stronger. And with that assumption, with a bit more responsible Fed, not doing too much QE and not keeping rates at zero, the dollar is going to get stronger, and it's going to attract foreign investment into the treasuries. And by that extent, the yields are going to drop. That's a lot of ifs, by the way, a lot of assumptions.
Yeah.
So that's the case, and then we dropped the chart, and you joined. So just to get the background of what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that he will be hawkish?
I think it's going to be hawkish. Yes.
Neutral hawkish. Yeah, I would say more
Yes.
neutral. Like I think Powell was like dovish neutral.
Yes. Yes. And the administration said a couple of days ago that they want a strong dollar. And if you get a strong dollar, then the investment follows. And when I say investment, I mean the Japanese investor to buy treasuries and not lose his shirt from the dollar collapse, which the dollar was down like 12% in the last year, Ernesto. Is that the number?
Yeah.
So
in the U.S. index, depending what currency you're looking at, but yeah.
Okay, so the dollar appreciates, then investing in treasuries makes sense. You can possibly make money as the treasuries like yields drop, which means your bonds become more valuable. But buying the treasury is like boring, like 1%, 2% there. So the leverage trade is the one that we
like a
found.
1% move on the 30 is nice.
Yes.
It's crazy return. It's crazy.
Yes.
But for it to move 1%, it's like
It takes a while.
watching paint dry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have those. Right.
And how low can it go without you losing too much?
Yeah.
For me, it can go to zero. I just bought options. I put $600. It's okay. Just to pay attention.
But you can win a lot.
Of course, if we see, like, for example, like if we see it go to 44, that would be what? That would be a $7 move. I bought him for $3, so I break even at 40. I would make $400. I would make 200% on that if I get there by expiration. So, but if we see, but that's for May, so I have until May for this to play out.
What did you put? Why did you get May and not June?
Because by the time May comes, we will know what he wants to do.
Yeah, but we want him to be approved
But that's
because
the thing. We will know by May. We will know because he gets
The
approved.
market is forward looking, so by that time, we will already know by how the market is pricing.
I also bought May because the options.
the
It's
policies
either
are
May or August.
the
So
policies
because
are going to be the policies are going to be priced in like ahead of time, but
Yeah.
the process doesn't even start until like Powell is out of the office, and then you get the new guy. That's based on the assumption that everything goes smoothly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What
Interest rate sensitives are taking a hit.
happened?
Fuck. I hold the RKT and it's down. I want to know why.
Oh, the market
Where are you
up.
driving to, Timothy?
Now I'm going to visit one last client, and then I'm done for the day.
Nice.
Are you
So once
going?
I arrive, I will leave. So if
Are
you
you,
have any questions,
are you going to a ski resort?
no, I leave that up to Nestor. But since Nestor was snowboarding yesterday, I thought why not join while driving, you know?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I got beat up. Oh my god, everything hurts. Everything
Yeah.
hurts.
I know the pain.
You remember the Boyle trade? Do you remember? So I talked about Boyle,
Yeah.
natural gas.
Yeah, I
Remember that trade?
Oh yeah.
I'm up 800% on that trade. That's cool.
Which ticker?
BOIL, Boyle. So it's a 2x. But I'm on an options trade. So that was like.
So you put $600?
I remember. So my average is 205. So I bought 2 contracts on that, and then that was $400. That was a $400 trade. Now it can go to zero, or it can like go to where it is now. It was $200.
Yeah.
I had 2 contracts. The contract was up 200%. I sold the first one, so that guarantees me pure profit. Like that guarantees me profit in the trade. And then I just held the other one, 800% right now. So I have the contracts right now are worth, which is pretty much profit at this case, $1,800. From a $400 trade, I made over 2,000. Insane.
I'm just gonna leave it because how long? When is the
20?
due?
February 20. February 20.
Okay.
So there's still time for that to go.
I would just take it.
But the thing was like I thought I was gonna take it at 500, and I'm glad I didn't take it because I'm waiting for an indicator to turn bearish, which I'm actually gonna check because I haven't checked it in a while. It was the one I talked to you about, Dimitri. That's the thing. Like commercial hedgers are continuing to buy, so it's like this tells me that we're likely to see the natural gas run continue. Insane. And then I bought UNG, and UNG is in profit too, 400%.
Yeah, the winter just started.
That's the thing, and we continue to see storm after storm after storm. Like here in the UK, there's snow. I could go snowboarding. One of the reasons I'm not selling is because there's the snowboarding I can do here. It's crazy. I've been like my heaters have gone all like the last couple of days have been warm, but it's coming back.
What is warm to you?
6 degrees.
Oh, that's freezing.
6 degrees we had yesterday.
For us, warm is like in the 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, for me it used to be, but now I lived in Canada. I've lived here, so. Oh man, yeah. This was a prompt, a quick prompt. You know who I want to get to like do live streams too, like on a regular. I want to get Mimi to get like to do her timing when she starts the trading day. Too, it'll be good. Oh man, I think that's it, guys.
Let's have you put on your music already.
Yo, it's so good. Did I send them? Have you listened to them, Dimitris?
I did with you at the last episode.
But I have new ones.
Oh, you have new ones?
Yeah,
Send
I
them
have
to
the fuck gold song,
me.
which is fucking perfect right now. I'm surprised. Like you know how much that gold move was? Like gold dropped 10%. I think the market cap for gold is what, 20 trillion?
Yeah, something like that. I think is it 30, is it 20 or is it 30?
I think anyway, let me have a look.
It's massive.
Yeah. A 10% move on gold is big.
Yeah.
And like it deleted money.
Mm-hmm.
And like and everybody's like, oh, gold is the safety haven. Why the fuck is gold dropping with a fucking S&P? Explain that to me, motherfuckers.
Did you
Fuck
see,
gold.
did you see the tweet by Trump saying the golden rule? Whoever has the gold make the rules. Have you seen that?
No.
Did you find it?
No.
Yes. Yes.
That's crazy. 35 trillion.
Yeah.
So a 10% drop is $3.5 trillion. That's the size of Microsoft.
Gold
That
dropped,
got
and
deleted.
it was the whole market cap of Bitcoin.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
insane, eh? Hold it. Yeah,
And people were saying when gold drops, everything's gonna flow into Bitcoin. That's what I saw on my timeline. But
then
gold dropped even more than silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there goes your safe haven.
Everybody, yeah. It's fucking look at everything. Everything dropped
Safe
like
haven if you bought a year ago.
correct.
Not if you bought yesterday.
Correct.
And most people bought in the last week.
My goodness. I am so beat up. I'm gonna try to. I'm glad market's bouncing. Intel. Oh my god.
Did you guys buy Microsoft? Nobody?
I bought some, but it went down lower. I'm evaluating another trade here.
No, I didn't
I
buy
bought yesterday and I'm 5% down, but I think it's outrageous.
Yeah.
If you ask me, but it's like a little hiccup here and there. And it's like, okay,
I bought some too.
All right, cheeks out.
And I bought some ServiceNow as well.
Yeah, that one took a beating as well.
Software stocks are so hammered.
Yeah, Jim Cramer was saying that the software trade got beat up yesterday.
At the end of the market close.
Yeah. And this is the return. This is Jim Cramer talking, not me. That this is the return of the hardware trade.
The hardware trade.
Yes, whatever that means.
This is interesting,
So
Dimitris.
he's talking about Apple.
He's talking about Apple. He's talking about perhaps chips, semiconductors.
But Microsoft has Xbox, no?
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, they do. Yeah, I don't think they sell it in quantities like Apple does with their phones and laptops and iPads.
Google has phones.
Google has phones. Yes, Google did a move yesterday.
I have a trade, Dimitris.
Yeah, let me hear it.
RKT. RKT is a mortgage provider. I think the market's taking. If what we said is going to happen, that helps mortgage rates.
Absolutely.
So
by the way, I'm heading now. See you guys.
I'll see you later. I'll send you the chart. I'll send you the chart.
All right.
All right. Bye.
It's RKT. RKT moves. It's down 12% today, and I'm assuming it's because of just wars. Mm-hmm. But the reality is that we're not getting hikes anytime soon.
No.
And the thing is like, but the Fed doesn't have any effects in the long-term rate. I'm buying RKT, motherfuckers. I'm buying RKT.
We're not getting any hikes anytime soon, but we're not getting any cuts anytime soon either.
True, but it doesn't matter because that's a short end. If there's thrust back into the dollar,
yeah,
the long end is going to drop.
Yes.
Yields are going to drop, and if based on the 10-year and the 30, mortgage rates should drop.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's correct.
I'm buying. I'm buying 2 contracts. There we go. I got filled, motherfuckers.
Okay, so
But
so
for
now,
June, I bought this one's for June.
so
So TMF,
now that you bought TMF and you bought the RKT, how do you hedge those two?
with tech.
Which one?
All of them. Microsoft right now.
3x leverage Microsoft?
No. I already have that, and I'm taking such a beating because I thought we were gonna get a bounce the earnings.
You
That's
got
the
a
thing.
You got a bidding on that one.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, I'm buying more because it's like I don't think that we are out of the woods yet. So it's like it's not a crazy position. Don't get me wrong. Like it's a sizable position, but it's not something that's gonna bankrupt me if it goes to zero. And I just don't think that we're gonna get a 30% drop in Microsoft. Could I be wrong? Yeah, I've been wrong before, and I will be wrong again. You know which one took a beating too yesterday, which might be a really bad opportunity right now? First Solar, because Elon Musk said that they're planning to go into solar energy.
But they used to be in solar energy.
They still are. They've always been.
Solar City, what is called this company? I think it's under the umbrella of Tesla. Yeah, First Solar is not the first time you talked about it, and I'm not a big fan of it. Only because they are renewables and they're like it's political and yeah.
Nah, they move like crazy. They move crazy, but
and it's extremely volatile for.
Have a look. So I need to get rid of my UNG trade before today. I got the other day. I got stuck. I forgot about my. I forgot, and I got stuck with my options trades.
There you go.
And I lost so much money. I think it was when the Greenland. It was like the weekend of Greenland.
Yeah.
And it was like I had gotten stuck with like over 1,000 stocks of different tech and leverage ETFs that I was trading. And Greenland came and I was like, oh no, fuck. Hold it. Yeah, that's insane. You know which one I'm super surprised at the fact is JP Morgan hasn't recovered. It's taken a while for them to recover. JPM. We gotta get you into options.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah. And the thing is, like, you know what I like about it is that you can play both sides with very limited risk. It's really high volatility with very limited risk. Because you can just say, I'm willing to lose $100, $200 here. And if I'm right, if you get it right, like if you had, so you know SanDisk?
Yes. Oh, that one moves like crazy. 10%.
Insane. It was up. Yeah, it was up 20%. If you had bought, so what was the price before the earnings? I wonder. So it was $100. So it was up $550. So if you had bought 550 contracts, that's insane. So if you had bought 550 contracts, which was the price was, so the volatility was expected. It was expected to move around 10% on the trade.
Mm-hmm.
The contract was worth $2,000.
Yes.
That same contract right now is worth $9,200. Sell it cash right now, today. Just bam. Massive hit. Obviously, like the thing is SanDisk is being one of the on paper, it looks expensive. But with the growth they had, 400% growth on earnings per share. Yeah. Their PE dropped drastically. But yeah. Super cool. Market's not, it was way more down. I think market might actually come back. Well, it'll be interesting because it'll probably sell off at the end because I don't think, oh yeah, I was going to show you the song. I don't think we want to like a lot of investors don't want to hold risk through the weekend.
Yes. What happened?
Nothing. There's some companies I'm making bank on. I take hits because I lose. Don't get me wrong. I lose money. It's true. But there are others that pay for the losses and more. It's insane. insane. Fluence. And like an option straight for me right now should be around $2,000. Dragos. What the fuck? I had no idea you were alive.
Yeah,
Well,
we
we are.
decided to
We
go
just
live.
we're talking about the Fed, you know. Alabama's chair is what I want to do. Is that what we should do in the next episode?
Hmm.
He's SanDisk. You know, Dragas talks to me and he says, I'm thinking of shorting SanDisk. And I was like, don't you dare. You just don't know. I am so glad he didn't do it. I'm so glad he didn't do it. Because he a bit of a digit too. And yeah, holy smokes. But yeah, this is it. Can you hear it?
No.
All right. Let me just double check. All right, so that should be there. And then let me stop sharing and then share again. You know what? I'm going to click on the song. So this is the lyrics. Can you read them?
Yes.
All right. Can you hear it?
Oh, that high, flashing on the screen. Every talking gas ain't safe and clean. Market at highs, we room repeat. Session talk on the non-stop beat. Trump is keep crisis that. Never just dreaming, Monday that. So they buy a rock in the hall downtown. Be 5% just to lock it down. You just seems it sits there cold and bold. Doesn't go, doesn't fool, no cash flow. No pride of life, just a shiny feeling under this time. It's a rock in a cage, cause you fees just to sit there and age. No earnings call, no debt, no grind. Just boom my fear and the nerve is mine. It's a rock in a cage, cause you fees just to sit there and age. No earnings call, no debt, no grind. Just boom my fear and the nerve is mine. I want treat, I want code, I want power bricks overload. I want company strange in the game, not a matter which legacy name. Gold didn't build the God, gold didn't train, no models loud, gold didn't shit, no cure, no phone, gold just sat in a hole, no star. There's a rock in the gate, cause you fees just
It changed the lyrics.
No earnings call, no tech, no pride, just boom a fear and the nerve is mine. There's a rock in the gate, cause you fees just to sit there and ain't no earnings call, no tech, no pride, just boom a fear. Don't get me started on Silverman. Thought I was smart, had a master plan. And no drill this, break out that M.O.P. and Nelson. Relax. Silver down, ego grew. Charge when I left, hope refused. So yeah, fuck silver, learn that class. That trade was ass, let's call it that. Yeah, I'm jealous, I'll say it loud. Watch you roll face on a seg money crowd. But jealousy fades when I zoom out wide. I don't wanna hide, I wanna ride. Fear trades ends and fear is gone. Builders win when cycles run long. Gold wins when people freeze. Builders win when people believe. Fuck gold. Fuck gold. Fuck gold. And don't buddy and sweat. I want confidence, placing real bets. I want pride of this platform scale, not a vote. But sit in the fields, they tell recession talk. Apologies loud, I'm still betting on the builder's crown. Not a rap, not a shine. Up in the future every time. Yeah, goes up. Yeah, I miss it. But it's things. But I'm not here to hide, ain't no voice. I'm here to own the struggle that changes the world.
What is the lyrics?
Huh? It changes the lyrics sometimes.
No, it's good.
It's nice though.
It's good, yeah.
So, same question.
Yeah.
Do we like the guy or not? You know what? Fuck it. I'm game. I like the guy.
I
Let's
like
see. Like, I still have to hear him talk. Market seems to accept the guy. It'll be interesting.
So I like the guy. The test is the first FOMC meeting. He has to get on the podium while everyone is watching and go back and forth with the press.
Yeah.
That's the test. On paper, we like him. We like that Trump did not choose the guy that most people expected, like some guy that is going to be doing QE and get raised to zero or minus. So yeah, we like the guy. Long term is a solid pick. Short term, might get some volatility, but for long term, if you're a long term investor, yes, we like this guy. He's on paper, he's great. His cousin.
His cousin who?
Oh yeah, he meant like he's gonna get his cousin as a Fed chair, and
Yeah. So yeah, it's not that. It's pretty decent.
Or nephew, or son. So he didn't get that guy. That guy's resume is on point. Too impressive, actually.
Man, but yeah. All right, Dragos, thanks so much. We talked a lot, by the way. So we have a couple of trades.
Yes.
We'll keep you posted. TMF and RKT. Right now, seems to be the ones. He was an advisor for Bush.
He was, yes. He was advisor for Bush. He worked under Ben Bernanke during the crisis. His resume is very deep, like advisor to the Bank of England, all over the place. He's like 50, and it seems like he lived like 9 lives. Okay, so yeah, his resume is
he's respected. Yeah, that's
respected.
the one thing.
Yes, nobody said like after the announcement. I was watching CNBC, waiting to go on. Not one person said, you know what, I don't like this guy. He's like this and that. No, nobody had anything bad to say, other than he might be a bit hawkish. That's not. Yeah, watch the replay and let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, if you have any questions,
if you have any questions, I'll let them
you know how to get to me.
Them on the next.
Man, I'm so beat up.
Go live on the weekend.
Like, you want to see how I'm standing up?
Saturday evening, probably gonna go live.
Oh, so this is my figure right now. If I stand straighter, it hurts. I'm so beat up, dude.
That's from the 12% down on Microsoft.
No, I wish it was, but it's not. It's not. That's an extra mental pain that I have to deal with.
Who is calling?
My brother was calling.
Okay.
Simon. But all right. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Dragas. Wait.
One question.
Go.
Okay, so we got into this yesterday, but I got late into the stream. Okay, so the UNH earnings were not great, but they weren't terrible either. But we assume the earnings will be like around that because the company is in the process of the turnaround. They're still dealing with the damage that happened in 25. So yeah. But the drop, the 20% drop, it wasn't just because of the earnings. I think without the announcement of Trump capping the Medicare spending, I think that it drops like 2-3% at most. So yeah, we're not great, we're not terrible, but we expected that. That's a long-term play. That's going to take a while to come back because I don't think the cap is going to be to 0.09. The initial was like 4 to 5%. Trump said 0.09. They're going to settle somewhere between 2 and 3. That and the next earnings call is going to be very crucial for the turnaround. But I'm remaining bullish on the stock.
Yeah, right now people are getting punished left, right, and center. It's crazy.
Listen, if it happened to Amazon, to Microsoft, 12%,
it can happen to anybody.
to anybody.
Like, did you see that Amazon invested 50 billion in OpenAI?
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, there was a headline. Amazon invests 50 billion.
Yeah, but they're firing 16,000 people at the same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
When are they reporting, Amazon?
Next week at some point, I'm assuming. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at who has next week. Let me just. We'll finish it like that. We'll finish it with the next week's catalyst.
Yeah.
In next week's markets. So get ready for.
And tonight, if anybody reports tonight after the market close.
No. Today is Friday. No.
Okay.
Nobody reports on a Friday night.
Yeah, you're right, because
Usually they don't. I could be wrong, but in my years of experience. So we had what did SoFi do?
Yeah, this is before the market open.
Yeah, before market open, yes. Chevron, Exxon, big names though. American Express.
Everyone did well. I saw Exxon and Amex. Yeah, but Amex is the high end of the consumer, so they're gonna do well no matter what.
Yeah, but the company is down a bit. But man, that's just things.
That's a good pickup. That's a good pickup right there.
Oh, look. So we have. Whoa, let's go. All right.
Go.
So Monday starts with Disney before the open, Palantir after close. We have PayPal, Pfizer, Fubo.
AMD.
They're interesting names. But AMD, Supermicro, Chipotle, Enphase. This is solar energy right here.
We'll have a loaded week next week.
Yeah. Then we have Uber, Novo before the open. We have ARM. We have Google, Qualcomm, Snap, Fluence. Ooh.
Okay, so from all of them that you just mentioned, which one are the one that you're not worried about at all? And your answer is Google.
Google. Google's gonna be fine.
Can you imagine Google missing?
No. You know, who I'm really bullish on? Amazon's advertising revenue is gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did you see the message I sent in the group where now smart TVs have a way to like you can purchase the item that's on the TV?
No, I didn't see that.
So if you get the ad on, like if you're watching Amazon Prime, they give you 3 minutes of ads.
Yes.
But there is a little button that says click OK if you want to add it to your basket. That's crazy.
You have to get off the couch and reach through your phone. You just click.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes of ads, Dimitris. You have to watch like 3 minutes of ads if you don't pay for the. I have a feeling that Amazon is going to blow it out of the water.
Yeah, but I don't like announcing the firing of people 3 days before the. When are they reporting earnings? What day is it?
Thursday.
Okay, so I don't like reporting firing 16,000 people a week before earnings. I don't like the timing. I think they're trying to prepare us for something that we don't want to hear. That's what the timing tells me.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Drago said I can't take another miss on Google. Yeah.
No, Google? No, we wouldn't miss on Google.
Yeah, but from all of them, the one that you did not expect to miss is Google. And it's usually the one that you don't expect to miss that they miss.
And then, but the thing is like, it's not even a matter, like the problem, you have the problem same as Microsoft. Microsoft didn't miss. It was a slowdown in the cloud revenue.
Yes.
And it's like, it could just be a month, you know? So it's
because the cloud revenue is the most profitable part of their business.
Yeah.
The same will happen to Amazon. If Amazon miss on AWS, that will happen.
They will get punished. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be 12%. I think Microsoft was a bit exaggerated. It was overreaction, like to the fullest.
Yeah. No, but you know what it was? I think that the day before, the markets liked what they heard. The market was way up. A lot of traders were like, this is unsustainable. We're just not going to continue. There was a lot of profit taking. There was a lot of just like everything, just making sure, rebalancing, all of these different things. There's a couple of fears. There's the Iran fear, the shutdown. There's so many wolves of worry right now. Wow. Could it go lower? 100%. But so far, it feels like more fear than actual sentiment, like actual change in fundamentals or storyline. So,
Do you have Supermicro?
no, I sold out of it. I think
Mm.
I believe I've sold out of it. So
Qualcomm is also on what is that? Thursday? No, Wednesday. Qualcomm.
yeah,
Okay,
they tend
so
to do. It might be interesting to see how they would perform, but
yes,
Saturday.
MicroStrategy on Friday. Okay, it looks like a solid week. Like a lot of things are going to be happening next week.
And then we have financial news. Let me have a look at the data. What do we have next? Oh, actually, they tell you. We have 2 IPOs. And then next week we have February 2nd. S&P 500 manufacturing, nothing. 30-year tips. That's going to be interesting. No, not major data next week. ADP employment.
Oh yeah, that's always fun to read.
And then we have the data from nothing. We don't have anything from the America. No, we do. We have an employment on Friday.
Okay,
That's what I was going to think. Okay, so we have an employment on Friday. So that would be interesting to see if there's any tick ups in. Okay, so we have an employment next week, and then very strong earnings. If Trump keeps quiet and doesn't strike Iran, which the market doesn't expect it to be right away.
No, they said 75% chance within the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Holy, what happened to RKT, man? Holy, it keeps coming down drastically.
Which one?
The mortgage company, RKT.
Okay.
I own them, and I'm getting punished for owning them, which sucks. Do I have any options on them? I do not. I got exercised, and that's why I'm losing so much money. That makes sense. Fuck. What was the news? The news was this.
All right, buddy, let me go.
All right, I'll let you be.
Read.
I think this is only because of wars, but this is unfounded in my opinion.
Yeah, because the Fed, the announcement, the new Fed has very much to do with interest rates sensitives.
Yeah, that's so cool. I'm actually surprised that the home builders are. No, I'm taking a hit on the home builders too. That went up again. All right, okay, that makes sense. That's interesting. That's a buying opportunity for Rocket, I think.
It could be
15% on a day. Took all my profits. Motherfuckers. All right. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We will see you in the next one. I'm gonna go try to get some rest.
So do I.
Man. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Peace.